Hello, Joe. Thank you for your time. This is Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. So the point of this video is twofold. One is to give you some techniques, tips, and tricks you could use on your website to increase your online presence, your lead, and your business. And two is to compare your website to local competitors' website in the area. See if those techniques could outrank them, get you more on the top of the page of Google, which increase your leads in your business. So I'll talk about three things: content, backlinks, and citations. And whatever I talk about here, they're free tips to you. But if you want to talk about that or anything else, please feel free to reach out. Otherwise, let's talk about these tips. So first is content. So on your homepage, you need anywhere between 1,500 to 2,000 words. Just depend on the competition, number of keywords needed. So a keyword is anything that someone might type into Google looking for a particular service or product. So in your content, you can place keywords throughout to tell Google exactly what you want your website to be found for. So right now you got a nicely laid out website with your services right here, both in plumbing, water heaters, commercial. As you scroll down here, it's kind of eye-popping with some of the things coming up from the bottom there and more services. So nicely laid out website. I wouldn't change too much on the front end, but there's some things you do on the back end. Maybe increase some of your content and your keywords, which will give you more searchability with Google. So speaking of that, if I lived in Tampa, Florida area, I might type this in, plumber Tampa, Florida. Here's what typically comes up. Ads come up here. This is a pretty good investment if you haven't done this already. It's a good way to be right in the front of the face of consumers and increase your online traffic. That will definitely do that in your presence. Second is the map pack here. This is important. I'll talk more about that in a minute. But we call these organics right here. So the goal is to organically be in the top of the page as much as you can for any kind of service you do or area you provide for. Typically, we don't count directories like Angie's List and Yelp because consumers, they're going to go to a local company, especially if it's an emergency type of service. So I'll compare your website to your top competitor here is this Olin Plumbing. So I'll compare your website to his, and if you could outrank him, get more on the top of the page here, that's going to bring you some value and some leads. So as you scroll down, I don't think your website's on the first page, but you have a strong website already. So if you do a few techniques, there's no reason why you can't get on this first page when someone types this in, plumber Tampa, Florida. So speaking of that, to do that comparison, there's a tool here we use called Ahrefs. Here's your URL. Here's your numbers. So you got some good keywords. You got 378 keywords, and keywords is the thing that gives Google that electricity, that power to find your website. So definitely keep the ones you have. You're in Bradenton. You got some good keywords here, but you just get creative on increasing your keywords. Think about all the services you do here with all the areas you provide for. You do a lot of services. You do a lot of water heaters. So just tag those with keywords, and not only in Tampa, Florida, but anywhere you go. And that just not only matches your competition, but it starts dominating your competition. Compared to Olin Plumbing here, let's see how many keywords they're doing. They're doing almost double the keywords. So they have 740 keywords. But if you're having trouble creating your own keywords, you can do a deep dive in other websites, and whatever applies to you that you don't have, you could put on your website, tag them, optimize them, and get that same search volume. And that's how you start not only matching again, but dominating your competition. Second is backlinks. So a backlink is anywhere where one website is linked to another website. These links act like an endorsement of your website from others, and Google uses that to build trust in your business by seeing others vouch for you. It's also like a popularity contest. A person with the most backlinks wins, but keep in mind not all backlinks are created equal. It's important to have strong, relevant backlinks to your website. If you have websites outside your industry linked to you, it just doesn't give you that trust power with Google. So you have some good backlinks here. As far as the number, you have over 1,000 backlinks with 117 reference domains. Compare that to the top competitor that we're trying to outrank there, that they have, not as many backlinks. So again, it could be, as I said, not all backlinks are created equal. You need to do a dive in your web backlinks, make sure they're relevant, make sure they're strong. If they're not, whatever you don't have that they have, you can also link them to your website as well. So eventually you want your traffic looking like this, just instead of the traffic you're getting now, and you're almost there. So one, increase your keywords for sure. Also increase your backlinks, double check your backlinks, make sure they're strong, and there's no reason why you can't be on top of that page of Google with plumber Tampa, Florida. And finally, there's citation. So a citation is anywhere where your business name, number, and your address are shown exactly on your Google business profile. Citations help you rank in this map pack here, which is extremely important for local businesses since this can generate huge amounts of revenue. And if you do have that Tampa, Florida business address, you want to be in the top 3 here. Much like on pages 2 or 3 of Google, people don't click very often. People don't click this button for more services. So you want to be right in front of the faces of consumers. And to do that, you increase your citations with directories like Yelp, Angie's List, Expertise, and BBB. There's hundreds of others you've probably heard of. Also, social media accounts are great here too. So the idea here is that your brand begins to be found by Google all over the internet. And the larger your online presence is, the more Google trusts you. So once Google sees you more often than these competitors, the more likely is you're outrank above them. So with your website, once your content, your backlinks, and your citations, once they all come together, you start to outgrow your competitors. And here's what you might be looking at, why that's worth it. To be in the eyes of consumers here in the map pack, and here organically, even here with Google Ads, with all the areas that you serve and everything that you do. So not sure what your margins are, but I imagine that would generate some pretty decent revenue. And also there's many more keywords you could use to generate more and more traffic and leads. So this is what I do. I create this for you to start generating those leads yourself online. But if you do find yourself wanting more to continue scaling as far as you want, please feel free to reach out. I could help you out with that, give you some more information, or we just talk about goals and I can do the research to find out exactly what could be realistic for your business, what it might take to reach those goals. So if you leave me a line of feedback, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the video. Again, I'm Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. And thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Much luck in your business. Have a great day.